we've been away for a few days, ladies and gentlemen, but nonetheless, here we are right now. We're looking at mm, GJ, UJ, and gold. So obviously, I had a few things. Yeah, this is we lost here, but there were a few positions earlier I deleted, but here essentially we took this, could have had a re-entry here, and then all the way up there. We probably would have had pretty much the same entry. And then here, oh fuck off! What happened? Oh. Oh, you went AWOL for a second. Okay. And then I don't know if mans can hear me, but regardless, doesn't matter. Point is we're back, and I don't think bro or my partner has streamed once. Yeah, he's pretty asleep with the streams, so I'm streaming. I guess when you're as big as Double A Wick, you don't have to stream. June 10 Tokyo session. Okay, all right. Live session, and I think we're all good. All right, sweet. Okay. Well, so now we have our 15-minute break is structured. That means we already got our 5-minute break is structure. That means this is where I'll be entering right this second. So this is UJ. So let me just UJ. All right, so UJ, looking at the 5-minute, we broke structure. I'm gonna take a point. I'm gonna take a one lot. My stop would be yeah, my stop would be 145.05, just above that candle high, and go. Boom. So then my take profit would be at 140. So here, looking at this chart, whoops, we're getting a phone call, ladies and gentlemen. Um, so the entry was essentially here. No need to cap, and a 145.5. So just above the halfway point of the 1 hour OB. And then as for this is TP. It's kind of a big stop loss, but it is what it is. So let's call this TP1, TP2, TP 2.5. Oh, RR is 2.5. All right. Now let's look at GJ. Essentially, is we have order block, fair value gap, fair value gap. Now we tapped into both of these, and we looking at the 15-minute fair value gap, we already got a 5-minute break structure here about 30 minutes ago, and then it retraced again, and then right now we're closing in on the second breakup structure, 5 minutes. Now 15-minute, we still waiting to close. I'll actually, because UJ had a very strong 15-minute close, look at this, like crazy inducement right there. I'm not sure if this is actually an inducement candle, but it feels like highway robbery. Yeah, same on Oanda. So all right. So we had this. We're already in UJ right now. I think we just secured the 1-to-1. So maybe I'll move. Won't move stops just yet. Once we crack and close past this low, then I'll move stops. But for right at this moment, I'll leave it as is, and then I'll I'll put this one P closes. Oh, you know what? We already know that. So B, break even point, 8, and then, all right, then we're top center, top bottom, bottom center. Okay. All right, and then so when it closes over here, put this trade on break even. Now back to GJ is tapped into this. It doesn't have to necessarily tap into the fair value, I mean to the order blocks, though that would be extremely ideal, but it's tapped into, number one, it tapped just into the halfway line of the 1 hour, which is significant. It's in discount. And tapped into this 15-minute. So that gives us quite the quite the confluences. So we have a few. So we have in discount, we have fair value gap, and we have break structure. So now the break of structure only happened on the 5-minute. So this 15 is checked off. It's valid. This is the break structure, retracement, continuation. And then for the 1 hour, because 1 hour holds higher value, I'm going to wait a little bit, though this is starting to bolster down. And by the way, we swept both New York and London high here on GJ. As for UJ, we also swept New York and where's London? And London high. So pretty fantastic if you ask me. Let me see, where did London open? A little bit difficult to see London open and close, I think. I think London opened here. And then because of my stop is right in the box. Yeah. So you can put this right back where it was. But you can see that this London high, New York high, swept both going down. So that's UJ and I think GJ. Yeah, we're looking kind of strong. So sells on both of these, which makes sense because at the end we want to have the same sort of what's the word, direction. Overall direction is essentially the same. Now if we wanted to get some peace of mind, see here that the as this continues, it's going up, which means fees will go down. So liquidity swept, break your structure on the index, and you can see like we haven't had a day like this in quite a little bit. So we swept a lot of liquidity here, and then we continue upwards, then our pairs will continue down in some way, shape, or form. That's one sort of what would I want to say? One sort of confluence. All right, so now we'll close those session markers because we know, and then here we have a clear. It's kind of obvious from here to here, and then it's a, well, yeah, we use this for breaks of structure. So this is more so for trends. And then this is a bullish trend. We could put it on the 4 hour. So 4 hour bullish trend. I'll put it at a bullish trend. If this was a 5-minute. Yeah, so I thought so. Just gonna switch something up real quick. Bottom, save as the 4 hour. What's the visibility? Do I really want it? Oh, sure, okay. 15 and above. All right, that's fine. This is kind of a strong, maybe we can even actually refine it a little bit because this feels like the true, like here, swept this liquidity, went up, came here close, broke past this sweeping trend line liquidity because there's a lot of liquidity build up here. And then we continue upwards. All right, so there we have it. And then just a little, so there's, so here, let me see, where is it? Bearish trend 3 minute. I guess I have to go on the 5 minute. So we're missing, so 3 minute and 30 minute, 3 minute and 30 minute, 3 minute, yeah, not there, 30 minute, not there. Anyways, let's focus up on the positions at hand. So almost at break even on UJ. And then now here we don't, you see, this is a little tricky because we have all this coming down and then a really deep retracement. So if we were to use, let's just use fib for the sake of it. So where can we anticipate the retracement to come up to? Maybe to this point. I do think, I mean, we already passed here. Let's check. We'll swipe down a little bit, yeah. Or maybe we'll stay at the 618 level. It's like almost like a golden zone. Ooh, we're gonna enter GJ right now. All right, let's go enter GJ. Let me see here. GBP. So right now I'm on the actual platform, which I will not be sharing. You don't need to know what the hell where I trade and what I trade. Maybe later on. Anyways, new order. I also put a 1 lot and then, ooh, it's melting. Our stop loss. You know what? Sell. I feel like I'm a little late on GJ. Or am I early actually? We're still in discount. All right, you know what? We'll sell a lot. We'll put the stop loss to be here. Let me just enter. It's essentially where we entered. Unfortunately, but it's facts. And 1 lot. Okay, we're already looking nice. So here I'll so this would be like, where is it? So TP1, TP2, and then obviously you can see that there's a fair value gap here and here. So this would be extremely conservative, but then I have to see, be a good point of interest. So we already touched here, this level, broke down, came up, broke down. So there's some difficulty at this zone. And then, yeah, okay. So you know what? I'll set the take profit here to exactly here. However, if price action coming down is very favorable on a down move, then I'll leave this open. I'll push this down maybe to this point or to the fair value gap or all the way down here. As close as we can get to this one zone, one range. And then I feel like there's quite the liquidity in this area, this line. So quite the resting orders. So we'll see if this can break past it or not. But anyhow, so we have, oh, I didn't even realize. So we also had a bearish fair value gap here. $15. Yeah. So obviously we don't have a close below this. Okay, so 15-minute fair value. Do we have a 1 hour fair value gap anywhere here? Because we put the 15. No. I mean, we have this humongous 1 hour, but closed below, came back down. I don't know. We'll see. This is a tricky one because, yeah, this is a fair value gap, but it's been ran through and disrespected and bounced back into and all these things. So we'll leave this one for now. And I don't think we're doing good on GJ. Yeah, we're not at this moment in time. So I think maybe we might have again entered a little bit too late because while we had this, maybe we could have entered here. But I said I wanted a 15-minute closure and we got that, but maybe I should have waited for a little retracement. So I think, see, every pip makes a freaking difference. Anyways, let me just set TPs and all that. So for UJ, 144.5, let's say. 144, TP1, TP2, TP1, TP2, TP2 and a half. All right. I think it could come here. 144.5. So we'll put this at 144.5, 144.5, 144.5. That gives us, and soon I'll be pushing the stops to break even. That's on UJ. Now on GJ, we want to see, I mean, this is extremely tight stop, extremely tight, so not favorable whatsoever. 195.7, 195.75, I want to say, but we'll see. Let me see here. So clearly we have some orders here. 195, TP 195, stop loss. I kind of want to bring it back up here. I feel like it will tap back into 195. Okay, you know what? 195. Okay, 195 and 195.75. 195. Here is 195 for TP. 195.75. Now, if you put them beside each other, like GJ on a 15-minute and UJ on a 15-minute, GJ actually has double the distance to go. So it's a little bit more difficult for GJ to make it down here. Let's call it 60 pips. And then for UJ, it's actually a little bit easier because I think it's just 30. 40 pips. Let me just double check with my broker. 911. Yeah, 41. Exactly. Yeah, 41 pips. So that's right, actually. Yeah. Okay. 41 with coupled with, is it called 130? All right. Okay. Okay. This looks sweet. So one main thing we forgot to do is we did not say Bismillah. So my hopes in this coming closer is here, you know, I'll move this right over here. Reason being is because when you zoom out to 15, it'll show me that I got stopped out here. That's not the case really. Anyways, so overall with both positions, I wish I can just show a portion of my screen. You know what? I think for the first time ever, I'll share. Let me see. If I want to share, can I share a window? No, tab. I'll share the whole window. And then here we have it. I don't know if you guys can actually see because this is blocking it, but yeah. Okay. Okay, BRB. 1 second. I'll just let this play out for a couple minutes. Gotta make a quick phone call. And fill some aguachino in my cappuccino. Hello, Nick. Nick, have you chocolate? Oh, yes, why not? حرام انت اللي جبناه معنا ولا عديت اول مره لونه ازرق ورمادي مع باص وينه؟ حرام كنزه لونه ازرق ورمادي اللي جبناه فيه على البيت اول. ايوه يلا سي سون. ما تقولي له انك رحتي على ناس. ما بعرف وين قلت لك رجعتي غلط ما في محل لفيتي مشيتي. قولي انت اخوك رجع غلط غيرت فيك هيك شيء. طيب يلا باي حياتي. I can do it. Come join me, boy. Come join me, boy. Okay, noisy. Mm-hmm. Okay. UJ's in profit. And then this one is almost at break even. What the? What do you mean? وعليكم السلام أمي. I just noticed we have another fair value gap right here. Which has not been tapped into and not mitigated. I feel like there's a chance that price comes and then taps into this order block. It looks really likely actually. Because then I could have taken a trade such as this. Taps into discount, but there is no fair value gap here. Not a 15-minute one, but there's a 1 hour one. So here, like a 1 hour fair value gap. And then right here, a 15-minute break structure. And then BE. So hypothetically speaking, you'll go right back here. So this is the discount area. Even so here, again, discount area. This is where it taps into it. I'll just make this extremely thin, extremely small. And then, so the breakage structure happens around here. But here, let me just move this a bit. Break structure happens here. So could have caught this 1 to 2 with no downside at all. But then that raises the question, I mean, GJ. So right here, there was a fair value gap right here as well. So could have done it from here to up here. Fair value gap here. This is a humongous, but this is a 15-minute fair value gap. So like, let's just say an example of a good entry would have been like right over here. Perfect. Sweet. 15-minute fair value gap. One says a 15. Go down on the 5-minute. These are examples of positions that could have been taken. Is what was I thinking? Yeah, so from like right here to right here, and then right here is you take this entry, tuck stops below here, and then let it go all the way. So I mean, here I'm going short, long, long. Overall is short, but longs along the way. And this was my mistake in the past, which was like I was always just looking at the big picture. AKA, I would have not thought about this or this, and I would have just taken a short. Waited for the short. Now, I think same thing applies for UJ would be like we don't really have a. I mean, what is this? Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely fucking beautiful. Would have targeted this liquidity. Honestly, we just keep learning. So no harm, no foul in just learning. I know it looks a little bit messy, but I'll take this all out shortly. Especially if we come down to this fair value gap strong and we close below, like this would be extremely ideal. Wow, UJ went all the way up. What the hell's going on? Okay. So I mean, listen, I gotta find other positions. Like there's a fair value gap right here as well. When to fill, and I'm glad that it hasn't closed above. However, it's looking like it is likely to close above this. Also, fair value gap left behind. Looking like it might wanna. This one looks like it might want to close below. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. So we're profit and break even. We'll double check. What the fuckity fuck, man? Fuck off. 750, 747? Come on, bro. It didn't even top me. Seriously? 7. What? Come on. What the? Okay, so we have an issue with GJ. What the fuck is this? 735. Something to note. We're not trading. This is Owanda. So on Owanda 737. So I guess with the spread being a pip. Here, why don't we take a look at the spread? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a slight retracement and then re-enter GJ because this is some bullshit, class A bullshit. So we'll put another lot down. Stop loss would be 775, 195, 195.775. So I want it to be roughly about 100 points. Fuck off. 195 and 195 I think was our TP. 195, yeah. And then 195. And then look, now we're about 130 clicks out, man. Same position. No. I'm gonna wait for this to touch like 110 so I can cover the spread. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, at least there's something there. Well, I said 110, so about 2 more pips. Jeez. Almost there. Okay, still 2 pips. All right, hold on. I guess we'll just wait it out a little bit. I'll mute myself. Well, I should have clicked that damn button. Should have clicked the fucking button. Should have clicked it. Should have clicked it. يلا فوتك بالزفت. Class A bullshit. Oh my god. Bro. 585 and 911. I swear I entered right here. 924. I guess I didn't. Big fucking stop losses. Want to keep this extremely clean. That's the shittiest position in the world. What in the garbage bins is this? I said 750. What's the stop loss? 775. 775. Okay, okay, okay. What is going on? Give me a closure. Wow. Scandal just opened too.
ولد السهم.
حاضر. And now I think we are almost at the point where we let this bad boy sit at break even, but I want to see first. Yeah. Mm. All right. Well, I think this will conclude the trades for today. Um, this was a loser, but 1 hour fair value gap, deeper retracement. You want to put it a bit below. How many? How much below? I don't mind losing this. Well, we didn't actually put it on the demo, so there's that. And then UJ is not going too good. This is also not going too good, but that's it for the day, folks.